Alright, let theta be an acute angle such that cosine of theta equals 6 over 10. Find the other 5 trig functions. Now, right now we haven't really talked much about the coordinate plane or the unit circle, but I want you to just be able to draw that. And what quadrant do you think you're going to be drawing that in? Everyone say quadrant 1. I want you to get used to that. Everyone put your pencils down and watch this. Cheesy visual. Everyone say standard position. Standard position. If I have a ray, a point is on the origin, and the ray is pointing this direction, positive angles will move. Which direction is that in the clock? Against the clock. So that's how I'm forming this acute angle. Okay? So it's going to go up in this direction. Class, do you know an angle measure for that acute angle? We don't know, but we can find out eventually. Okay? So this is just an arrow to show that the angle is starting from standard position and it ends there. I'm going to label that one theta. Do you see it? And I have cosine. And you guys just told me that cosine is from SOHCAHTOA. Is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Now in this triangle, I don't really need to know the x, y's, and r's. You can, but for right now we're just using the basic trig function. So adjacent side is 6. Class, is this a 6? Yes or no? This is the adjacent side. Adjacent means next to this starting point. So if you've been struggling for the past couple days, I recommend just taking your brightest colored highlighter. If you don't have one, just get colored pencils or something. This angle there is your starting point, always. And then our hypotenuse is 10. And how do I find the last side? Pythagorean theorem. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. My hypotenuse is 10. I'll call this my A value. You'll get 100 equals 36 plus B squared. Subtract it, you'll get 64. And then take the square root, you get B equals 8. Raise your hand if you got 8. Does anyone know what that one's called? The special, well, not, I can't say, I shouldn't use the word special, but it's a silly phrase. They call it a Pythagorean triple. So I have B equals 8. Class, what's the name of this side? Opposite. Jonathan H., give me 3 names of the 6 trig functions. Sine, cosine, and tangent. And I'm going to use that blue highlighter to show that the starting positions are all thetas here. Jonathan, what do you know? Jonathan H., what do you know about cosine? So we already knew that one, right? That was the given. That's the hint. And Jonathan, if you reduce that, what do you get? Uh, 0.6 is a decimal. Let's do a fraction. Yep, just reducing. Divided by 2, divided by 2, get 3 over 5. Ronaldo? Why don't you do a sign for us, please?
Sine is opposite over hypotenuse.
Yep. Numbers?
8 over 10, which is 4 over 5.
Good. Anthony? Yep. Right from right here. Keep going.
That's 8 over 6.
Yes.
Let's say
4 over.
3.
Yep. Fabio?
Let's do our
Secant.
yeah.
Tell me secant.
Think of h over 8, which is 10 over 6, and that needs to be 5 over 3.
How about Nathan?
Cosecant
or cotangent?
cotangent. It's 6 over 8.
Yep.
And it turns into 3 over 4.
So I'm just taking the reciprocal of those, right? And Annalie.
10 over 8.
Cosecant.
10 over 8, which would equal 5 over
5 over 4. So reviewing this problem, we didn't give you a triangle. You had to draw one based off this clue. This clue tells you a lot of information. It tells you its cosine, you know, the adjacent side, the hypotenuse side. We drew it in quadrant 1. You could have also said that x is 6, and then your r value is 10. You could have used that. And then because you have essentially one of the 6, you can basically find the other 5 trig functions.